The bill in the legislature would bring an enhanced penalty for an offense against a vulnerable person at a caregiver facility. The motivation for the law came from an incident in Billings about a year ago, and if passed, it would be called Allen's Law. Alan Wright was beaten by a group home worker last February.
There are a subpopulation of people that they enjoy hurting people. They are career predators.
Kelvin Kelton is the executive director of Residential Support Services, which has closed the home where the homicide happened.
The person who died in our services, he was not only nonverbal, he had the IQ about of a 2-year-old, and he was nonverbal to the extent he couldn't cry for help.
Dante Garriott, who was 19 at the time, will soon be tried for deliberate homicide in the death of Wright, who was 37. Kelton says background checks do not always reveal past offenses. That would change if Senate Bill 296 becomes law.
Without this law, someone could abuse someone and go to court, plead down as a misdemeanor, be released, and then they go working in another location because there's no record, no felony record.
State Senator Mike Yakowicz is the sponsor of the bill and visited with Kelton to come up with Allen's Law.
Cal and I and all of us want to pass this bill and name it after him.
Last week, Timothy Westervelt was charged with felony and misdemeanor offenses related to child sexual assault at the Yellowstone Boys and Girls Ranch.
They, were put into this facility as a troubled youth, and then instead of getting help and treatment as they were promised and their families were promised, they were abused.
Cassidy West of AVA Law Group represents clients who have been at the ranch and says abuse in group homes is a nationwide problem and the responsibility lies with the offending worker and management.
It's our intent to file civil complaints against these, not only the perpetrators, but also against the facilities.
And they all say Senate Bill 296 will solve only part of the problem.
Really, what's going to solve the problem is when people learn to care about one another again. Hopefully that happens.
In Billings, David J., MTN News.